But speaking of Rugrats, what are some other good Netflix Korean shows?
Um, well, I've only watched Squid Game,
Uh,
Itaewon Class, Vincenzo.
What about Crash Landing?
I watched like episode 1 of that, and I wasn't hooked.
Hmm.
Yeah. What about you?
I liked Crash Landing. It was a solid 7.
It was yeah, it was like the number one show in Japan for a while, but well, why did you like it?
I'd say there's one main reason. Do you know what that reason is?
The guy?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, Hyunbun is pretty handsome. I don't know,
Nice,
but I thought
nice.
I thought that was a pretty interesting show. I like the whole idea of the idea from the North Korean perspective, which kind of makes them more human. Especially with everything
Mm,
going on, it's nice to have a more human perspective of North Korea. Granted, it doesn't really address a lot of the bad stuff, which makes sense for a Korean drama.
yeah, yeah. I didn't watch it, but from what I did see, it really, it really probably like, well, it's kind of like the Halloween scene in Itaewon Class. It's just like, yeah, this is just like really sugar coated.
Yeah,
Well, that's really like every Korean drama's portrayal of Korea. It's like, whoa, this place is beautiful. And yeah, it is, but not as beautiful as like the cinematography and effects make it look.
better.
And plus just like jokes and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. We really don't see that in the dramas and series. You probably see that more in the movies and stuff, where
Mm,
they don't have to cater to the sponsors and paid
yeah,
advertisements or paid product placements.
yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I watched. Did you hear about Hometown Cha Cha Cha?
I've seen it in the recommendations, but yeah, I don't know anything about it.
I actually liked it. It felt it had that kind of like country town vibe because it was. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I kind of got that from the thumbnail.
yeah, it definitely sets you up into thinking or like understanding what it's about pretty fast.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's a very opposites attract kind of like it felt a little slow, but like a good kind of slow kind of thing.
Hmm.
Like maybe kind of like how Where the
Like the
Camellia Blooms kind
countryside.
of thing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy some countryside.
Oh, what else did I watch? I actually don't remember. I started watching Hell or Hellbound, like literally like before I started talking to or filming this. That's not bad.
Is that good?
It's
Nice.
if you haven't seen the trailer for it, you should probably go see it because it only came out like as of time recording in December. I think it only came out like a month ago, but it's interesting because it's like these creatures or people are supposedly getting sent to hell, and like so they're getting like a visit from like an angel who tells them when they're gonna die, and and then like at that time of the angel tells them, then these creatures come and they kind of just beat you up and then send you to hell. Yeah, that's pretty much the premise.
Is it serious?
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
Okay. Okay.
Like there's no laughing
So it's
point.
not Vincenzo.
No,
Okay.
it's like Squid Game's level of like seriousness kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say go watch the trailer now because it definitely looks dark. And after watching the first episode, it's interesting.
Controversial topic detected. Evasive maneuvers in progress. Topic avoided.
Fair
I'm
enough.
gonna stop
I
talking about
think
that.
yeah, I think we can stop talking about that. We might open a can of worms if we haven't already.
You're
Yep.
welcome.
Yeah, so looks like Netflix is coming out with a lot of cool Korean dramas, Korean shows
Yeah.
that span from inspirational stories like Itaewon Class to just comedies like Vincenzo
Mhm.
to some more serious but memeable like Squid Game
Mhm.
and serious like Hellbound,
Yeah.
heartwarming like Hometown Cha Cha Cha.
Mhm.
Um, Yeah, so there's lots out there,
And that,
and I think
yeah, that's not even including all
yeah,
the variety shows they're starting to bring, like Knowing Brothers or Men on a Mission, or like Pick Spirits, The Hungry and the Hairy, Hyoti's Bed and Breakfast, really good show. Yeah, there's so many Korean shows on Netflix, and that's not even including like Japanese shows. I think they have Chinese shows too. Netflix is
really.
really expanding their library, which is really cool.
That's cool. Wait, is the bed and breakfast one the one where they like cook and stuff?
Yeah, that's the one I showed you like a couple years back.
And Park Seo-hee, isn't it?
No,
Or Park Seo-joon?
no, Park Bo-gum is
Oh,
in
dang.
season 2.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so
I was watching one with Park Seo-joon.
oh no, that's Yoon's Kitchen,
Oh, Yoon's Kitchen. All right, yeah.
completely
Okay.
different one. Because yeah, so in Hyoti's first house, Lee Hyoti, who if you don't know, she's a pretty famous singer in Korea. She bought her house in Jeju, and then she lived there for a long time. And then I guess she was approached by a TV show to host like a small little people can stay at her house as a bed and breakfast kind of thing. And yeah, so it's pretty much like how it sounds. People would stay like a couple of days, go around Jeju Island, which is kind of like the Hawaii of Korea. I feel like that's pretty accurate.
I have never been there, but I guess so.
Because I mean,
Like the Okinawa.
yeah, or Okinawa, because it's like a tropical area with like a lot of good hiking and nature and like swimming areas and like
The place that you go on vacation, like if you don't have time or you don't have the money to go to like Hawaii.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Of Korea.
Yeah. So yeah, they pretty much have. I think the studio probably selects a bunch of people to send there, and then yeah, they just sleep at their house. Like so, they had people sleep in their studio or in their bedroom or like in like different parts of the house, which is pretty interesting. And they had IU work as an assistant for like the first season, and then they had Lim Yuna from Girls' Generation in the second season, and then Park Bo-gum in that second season too. It's very chill. I like it.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Another chill recommendation.
Yeah, if you like to chill, then you're in the right place because we're chilling
And we're millennials.
as millennials. Hey, so if you probably like to chill if you've gotten this far, and all those recommendations from Ian about these Korean shows,
Yeah.
pretty chill. Oh, have you seen
some.
Solitary Gourmet?
No. What is that?
That's a Japanese show. It's on Netflix. It's called Solitary Gourmet.
Huh.
I think it's based on a manga, and it's basically a Japanese salaryman who each episode he goes to like a different restaurant, or he's like it's just like a real life situation where he's like wandering the streets of a different like neighborhood in Tokyo. Maybe he's there on business. Maybe he's like just walking around, and then he just like gets hungry and then goes to a restaurant. And yeah, there's like no plot. I mean, it's like situational, but there's no overarching plot. It's just chill, where like it kind of feels like you're walking around Tokyo. It kind of feels like you went into like a random neighborhood restaurant and you're trying the food there. And yeah, there's no like big conflicts in the show or anything like that. It's just kind of like chilling.
Oh, actually, this does sound pretty good because, yeah, that was one of my favorite things to do in Japan, which is just walk around and then just find a random place and talk in broken Japanese and try to get some food,
Yeah. So yeah, I think it was actually pretty popular in Korea as well. But yeah, it's called Solitary Gourmet on Netflix. I've been watching it like every time I've sat down to eat. And it's just like pretty chill. It's like one of those shows where it's like you can just turn it off at any time because it's not like any cliffhangers or nothing's really happening at the end of the day. It's just like wandering through the neighborhoods and eating and stuff.
That seems really Japanese for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. They have an appreciation for
Melancholy
things with no plot.